Dreams. We've all had them, and we've all wondered, what exactly do they mean? Many theories exist about what our dreams might mean, and they have each their own way of interpreting exactly that. But before we begin to figure out what our own dreams might mean, we have to figure out why we even look into dreams. But why dreams? What makes this so interesting and why I chose this topic was during a conversation with a friend where we were talking about dreams. Let me just say that this is somebody that I had known for a while. We have completely different backgrounds, experiences, and just culture in general. The interesting thing here is that we both knew exactly what dreams sort of meant as a concept and what they meant for us as individuals. But regardless, she had a dream about her grandmother. Recently, her grandmother had fallen ill and passed away. Now, she believes that the dream had allowed her to predict this event, and ultimately led me to wonder why we dream and how we come up with these interpretations of our dreams. Why is this important? What stood out from this event is that dreams are cross-cultural experiences and ultimately impact our lives. Similar to everything we've gone over within this class, there is no escaping. Even if we acknowledge and understand it, it's inevitable that we are human, meaning we have biases, varying values, and we're not 100% logically operated. We have emotions that more often than not tend to get in the way of what we each experience, and that means that our realities are completely different from one another, and dreams are just a part of this. Dreams reflect our culture. There's 4 things that I want to highlight here about culture's impact on our dreams. The beliefs that people have on the nature of dreaming. The second one is the conventional systems that are used to interpret dreams. And the third one is the social context in which dreams are discussed. And the fourth thing that I want to bring up is the way that dreams are used in practice, whether it's for therapy or if it's just a way of us realizing our own inner fears or wishes. That's important things that we need to take note before we actually look into what these dreams can reveal about us, if they do reveal anything about us. But how do dreams reflect culture? One parallel belief about dreaming is that they are experiences of the soul wandering. Additionally, dreams are also considered a continuation of our train of thought after we've gone to bed. In Barbados, this idea of our trains of thoughts from the day transitioning into the night and developing as dreams is called studying, and this studying basically means that we're intensely in thought about a certain subject or idea, and that idea makes it from our thoughts into our dreams. One of the principles of dreaming that's constant throughout all cultures are the difference between your dreams and reality. There's no culture that necessarily blends the two together, and everyone has their own way of defining it, but the fact is that every culture notices that there's a dream space and your waking life space. Some cultures believe that dreams are more explicit and not as symbolic, meaning that they're more obvious in their intent and message, while there's some cultures that actually don't believe that dreams are anything more than a controlled experience. And this is where the idea of lucid dreaming originates from. Fun fact, in the 1960s there was a huge uprise in group therapy for dreams. Group dream therapy was a type of verbal psychotherapy at the time. Interestingly enough, dream therapy doesn't always mean analyzing your own dreams. In some cases, it wasn't just the patient's dreams that was taken into account. It was also the therapist's dreams. And in many cultures, both parties' dreams are taken into account when their interpretations are being considered. These groups believe that dreams were a path to self-knowledge and would address our connections to each other. Another interesting fact is that Western cultures actually tend not to remember their dreams. Meanwhile, other cultures such as the Parentintin remember several dreams from just one night. Can dreams predict the future? In most cultures, dreams are said to predict the future, whether that's literally or metaphorically. Conventional interpretations of dreams help us brush off anxiety and daily stresses about what these dreams might actually mean. One of the most interesting things that I found is that dreams often, once interpreted, don't necessarily give you a specific idea of predicting the future. In most cases, these interpretations give us a general idea of good luck or bad luck that's to come. But what do you guys think?
I'd say I believe in the dreams that I have to a certain extent. I don't think I remember all my dreams, but the ones that I do remember are definitely pretty believable. Then there are always dreams that aren't super believable or real, but the ones that have to do with reality or things that might happen in real life, those are the ones that are really deep. I think I believe in those because the more I think about the dreams that I have, the more I can really see them happening. Then the more that I can see these dreams happening, the more likely I am to do something that would, in the end, cause whatever might happen in my dream to happen in real life. And that's what makes dreams so real.
I believe that dreams have some sort of meaning. I feel like subconsciously there's a reason that we dream what we dream. And like, I think culturally there's like a lot of truth behind what you dream. I mean, there's like things that, you know, my grandma's told me that's like certain symbols that show up in your dreams mean that certain things are going to happen in your life, and I feel like a lot of that has actually come true for either me or like people that I know. So I think it's hard for me to say that dreams have like no meaning at all. Not necessarily that like they can predict what's going to happen, but I think either it's telling you something about what's going on in your life at the moment or what's happened in your life, and I feel like sometimes even what could happen in the future. So yeah, I think there's a reason that we dream when we dream.
Is there anything specific that's led you to these beliefs?
So I've had instances in my life where, like for example, my cousin would tell me that both times that my grandparents passed away, the morning that they passed, she had actually just dreamed about them like the night before. So she woke up like already knowing that both of them had passed away. So I feel like that's kind of where this whole thing started for me. Like I've had people in my life tell me stories like that, and they're kind of just undeniable. So it's hard to, you know, say that it's a coincidence that both times she had a dream about them, and then, you know, she woke up the next morning and they had passed away. So yeah.
And that concludes this video. I hope you guys learned something about dreams, the ideology of where they sort of originated from, and a little bit about some other cultures and their beliefs on dreams. At the end of the day though, dreams are about what you make them out to be. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think. So feel free to share that, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.